Wrestling fans, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
What up?
WrestleMania. I am back as usual with Jaern the Golden Son. I am Brocstarr. We're gonna have a little guest on later on in the show. He's a friend of the podcast. He's been with us on a couple of Instagram lives. Cal will be joining us a little bit later to discuss everything going on in the world of the WWE currently. With that said, like I said, we are on the road to WrestleMania, and we've got a lot of shit that's going on, a lot of events that are coming up, and a lot of stuff happening that is off the charts right now in WWE. We're officially on the road to WrestleMania, and that starts tomorrow night with the debut of Raw on Netflix, baby. I am super excited about that. There's a lot of shit that's going to be happening tomorrow night. We've got The Rock coming back. We've got John Cena's Farewell Tour kicking off. We got Tribal Combat. And so much that's going to be going on tomorrow night. Shit, what else we got? We got Seth Rollins and CM Punk that's going to be headlining the entire show. That is going to be crazy, crazy big. Pentagon is going to be debuting tomorrow night. Probably teaming up with Rey Mysterio against the New Day. That's going to be interesting to see how they present Penta El Cero Miedo. There's a lot of shit going on tomorrow night. How you feeling about Netflix on Raw, Ernest?
I mean,
Excited for
we've
this
been
shit?
very excited. I mean, we've been waiting for this since the fall and the buyout.
Last
Since
year, I mean,
since the buyout,
so yeah.
I mean, we've been kind of like waiting for this change, and I mean, Triple H has been doing a good job holding it down and delivering. He's been delivering a lot of good stuff for us, so I'm hoping them transferring over to Netflix is going to give us a little bit more of an edge, because I mean, that's where a lot of, like, for comedians, is very uncensored. Like, you know, it's a place where the Karens have no say. So I'm hoping that it's literally fucking WWE on cable. It's kind of, Netflix is like new cable, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's probably going to be very little commercials. Triple H has already gone on record in saying that times will fluctuate with the show. So we might one night one night we'll get like a 2.5 hour show. Maybe another night we'll get a 3 hour show. Maybe one we'll get like a 2 hour 45 minutes. So that's kind of cool. There's no boundaries, there's no time limits with, oh, the fucking network needs us off at fucking 11 o'clock sharp. Can't go over. No. If they need to go over, they can go over, which is cool. We're going to have a lot of cool shit going on with this Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that's like unlimited storytelling for them. And I heard it's going to be Triple H and Shawn Michaels, right? They're moving Shawn Michaels up to Raw and SmackDown.
Going to be Raw, I believe. Well, I guess they're going to both be doing kind of both. They'll probably have a say in both. I thought Shawn was going to go to SmackDown, but they'll probably do a little bit of both.
That's fucking
They're
cool.
bringing in, what's his face? Scott D'Amore for NXT.
Damn, that's literally TNA.
That's going to be even better. He's just going to make NXT that much better. Because the shit he did with TNA, he brought that to a new level before that whole buyout situation happened. And that kind of sucked. Because they were really good. They were really getting hot there.
I'm guessing TNA might be just a stomping ground development for WWE now.
Well, they're actually doing, and instead of NXT Level Up, they're getting rid of that show. They're going to be doing an NXT Evolve. with Gabe Sapolsky at the center of it. So it's going to be probably like Evolve talent with NXT like coming up talent.
Ooh,
That's
so
gonna be
Evolve's
like
gonna be our new NXT.
that's gonna be their pseudo NXT, their junior NXT, then the NXT, and then the main roster.
Looking forward to that because I mean I was there for NXT when it's launched. We've seen so many stars grow from there, so
Yep.
most likely the NXT IDs will be on there.
Probably, yeah. I would assume probably like the ID people will probably start up in the NXT Evolve and get some screen time there.
The one that doesn't get shown on NXT get to be shown there. Cool. I mean, I'm with it. I'm very excited. I mean, it's taking a page from the New Day. It's a new day for Raw and SmackDown because SmackDown is getting promoted with Shawn Michaels stepping up, and NXT has been fired
And
with
SmackDown
Shawn
got an
Michaels.
extra hour as well.
Yeah. So,
That actually was really well done on Friday with that third hour. I don't think it felt overly done. It didn't feel dragged out. It felt really good. I enjoyed SmackDown.
yeah, it was real good. It was a solid show.
And on top of that, we've got the road to WrestleMania is falling up. This is kind of how it's shaping up. We've got
Oh yeah, Royal Rumble around the corner.
right here on the February the 1st. We've got the Elimination Chamber. It's going to be in Toronto on March 1st. After that, they go on a little bit of an international tour the entire month of March. We're going to have
Wow,
a lot of shows. A lot of shows.
that's gonna be fire.
international.
That's gonna be
awesome.
fire.
Those crowds are going to be hot as fuck. And then we got WrestleMania 41, April 19th and 20. And then this year, we're going to have the first ever 2-night SummerSlam, August 2nd and 3rd in New Jersey. And it looks like they're going to want to do that a little bit more in the future. They've talked about a couple of other shows going to 2 nights. I'm not sure how I really feel about that. I don't think anything besides Mania and SummerSlam, maybe a Rumble would need 2 nights.
If they're going 2 nights, that means they're stepping their storyline up.
Yeah.
Shit, that's a lot of booking.
It's a lot of booking. It's a lot of ticket sales, too.
Yeah. I mean, double bang for your buck. SummerSlam was great one day. Now they're into 2 days. That's crazy. Hopefully it doesn't drag out and it gets stagnant, you know? I'm hoping it doesn't get, like, stagnant with too many pay-per-views.
All right. So let's get Cal up in here and let's get what's going on. Got all my notes here, everything ready. Let's get Cal up in here and let's talk some wrestling, baby.
Yeah, if you guys are not familiar, Cal is who we go live with on Instagram.
Cal is a friend of the podcast. He's gone live with us quite a few times on Instagram. He follows the Instagram page. Cool dude. Really knowledgeable about wrestling, just as like us.
Oh, did you see the altercation with the Usos and Kevin Owens? That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Everyone's new thing is watch your back. Back. You better watch your back.
I'm loving all the connections, bro. Like,
everything is connecting crazy.
WWE is really building their own little universe, and all the storylines are intertwining. It's amazing.
Coming out, Cody, you're not my target. I'm not gonna come after you.
Yeah.
But then didn't even bother to help him against KO.
No.
It's like, watch your back. Oh shit, you're getting jumped. Oh wow.
I think there's gonna be a new faction in the make.
I think so. I think there should be, but you'd really like. It has to be Seth, KO, and Drew, but you'd really have to like turn Seth, and I don't know. I don't know if the fans would turn on Seth like that.
Oh, I mean, that's one of our topics, but that ending of Raw on USA. God damn. Pipe bomb after pipe. That's the pipe bomb. I think that was a promo with the unscripted, raw, from the heart. That's how fucking wrestlers do it, bro. Everyone take note. Yeah, that's gonna be a real good. Is that gonna be on Raw too? Yeah, it is, right?
It's gonna be the headliner.
Do you consider that the ending of their feud, or no? Just
the beginning. This is just the beginning, bro. You could get. We'll talk about it. This is just the beginning.
Yeah. When you really look at it, Punk re-signing with WWE has been fucking good.
It's been great for business.
Great. Like, he's been on good storyline.
You know,
Good
he had a
feud.
couple hiccups, got injured. That comeback at the Rumble didn't quite happen the way he wanted it to. With that Future Shock DDT fucking him up.
Great feuds, though, man. Punk is, like, the one to do feuds with. You don't even need a title.
No, you don't need a title with Punk anymore. None of his
But
feuds really need
I
a
love that
title.
he's still on the pursuit of a title.
Yeah.
He has his own little story where he's trying to climb back up to that top. But
He wants that Mania. He wants that Mania match.
Yeah.
He'll do whatever he needs to do to get it.
he has a favor for Paul Heyman. We'll see if that's going to come in play. What's going on with Cap?
I don't know. He just said give him a minute. Give him a quick second. Anyways, Judgment Day has finally been dethroned as World Tag Team Champions. Thanks to Damian Priest.
And if they make a faction out of that, that kind of looks cool.
War Raiders.
War Raiders with Priest? That looks pretty tough.
Yeah. That's going to be a cool faction. And they got history, too, because they're all in ROH together.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why they threw out that whole little dig of, we've always had honor in between all of us. That was a reference to Ring of Honor. And good for the War Raiders, man. Both came back recently from really bad injuries. They came back from can't really say it was a shitty gimmick. I like the Viking Raider gimmick. I didn't hate
it was good. I mean, the names are stupid, like the Ivar name and all that.
Well, they're still sticking with that names. Eric and Ivar. You can't do Hanson and Rowe, unfortunately. But what do you think about War Raiders and Judgment Day losing the belts, man?
I like that both tag team championships are held by pretty legitimate tag.
Yeah, DIY and War Raiders, Indie Feds, Indie Darlings, man.
Yes. It's like a full circle for all of them. They've been fucking riding out this bullshit of nothingness in WWE. Now they're getting their flowers. Hopefully Triple H gives them some feuds and a great run for both of them. I mean, they're showing on SmackDown already with DIY and Machine Gun and all them, so it's starting to pick up. The momentum for the tag team division is starting to pick up. So hopefully we get to see the ROH indie darlings of the War Raiders, how they used to run, because I felt like they could move like the Dudley Boys. They could be like impactful and dominant.
Hey,
I'm going OG wrestling. I'm going OG wrestler shirtless for the first recording live.
Okay.
Welcome to the podcast.
Trying to get everything right over here.
No worries. How's everything going, man?
Everything's going good, brother. How about you?
Not too bad, man. How was your New Year's?
New Year was pretty good. You know what I mean? Did a little New Year's Eve party. No?
Hey.
A couple of friends or whatever. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Just stood inside because I don't trust Tucson at all.
How about you, my man E? What's going on, bro?
Oh, man. My Christmas sucked because of my health. But New Year's bounced back and I was hanging out with a few friends.
That's what's up.
But yeah. It's all good. Blessings here still, man. I'm still here. I'm live with y'all. Get to watch some wrestling.
Amen. Amen, you know?
Yes,
Amen.
sir.
Glad that everybody's in good health.
We're just starting to discuss a couple of things. We were talking about the War Raiders winning the belts and then kind of going off on a tangent about how great the tag team scene is starting to come forward actually right now. You know, you got Machine Guns, you got DIY, War Raiders, bunch of indie darlings, man, that are taking over the tag team scene right now.
Right.
I mean, it was stagnant with Judgment Day. And who was another?
I mean, it was
2-3 defenses in 100 and some odd days.
Yeah, they just
hold on, Brock. Can Not to interrupt you, bro. Can you turn up your mic just a little bit? I can barely hear you.
Even more. Now I'm at complete max. I'm at absolute max on my mic. That's as loud as I can get.
I guess that'll work right there. I just turned up mine, so hopefully that'll work.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, definitely see a little bit of activity in the tag team division. How y'all feeling about the Street Profits so far, man?
Man.
I like their demeanor.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
that demeanor, how long have they had this demeanor for, and they're just not doing anything with it?
It's gonna blow.
Are they both legit injured right now, or is this storyline?
Man, you see, that's the thing though right now. Like you and this is what I gotta credit them for, right? Because you never know with them right now. They've been doing so well with like keeping things under wraps and whatever. And you can't tell like whether some like injuries a storyline or whatever. Like, well, clearly Cody's was storyline, but like with some things you can't even tell. Like when I can't remember what the one me and Brock was talking about a while back. Remember AJ's injury?
Yeah. We didn't even know if that was legit. Turned out to be legit.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, bro. That might be legit, bro. Like, and you was like, I don't know. It's kind of probably a work, but that's the thing, though. It's like they're doing so well with the creative process. You don't even know what's going on now, and I love that. You know what I mean? Like, I love it not being so predictable now. Like, that's the beauty of it. Like, and that's what's supposed to happen in storytelling. You don't know what's real and what's not.
They're building up their fed up. They're stirring the pot where the kettle's gonna blow.
Absolutely.
And when they blow, it's gonna be ultimate heel. Some badasses are coming out of those because they're both looking cool as.
I hope so, bro, because they've been on this little thing of this attitude change ever since they tried the whole heel turn with Bobby. It didn't really work. Fans weren't behind it. That stable just went nowhere. And
You know, I would love it.
Attitude for a while now, and it's just not really doing anything with it. You know, you keep teasing this little heel turn, keep teasing the attitude change, and just it seems like every time they get to that point where they're gonna blow over, they're gonna get over,
they get shelled.
They just pull back the reins.
Hopefully they have like a pipe bomb promo where they get mad and they're been held back so long.
Feel it coming.
Or what I see is, what if they just align with Kofi,
New Day,
and Xavier, and make a crazy like heel faction because they're all getting screwed.
I don't know. Like I look at this thing with the Street Profits. Be patient with it. You know what I mean? Like be patient with it. I feel like the whole thing, like even with we're gonna like, you know, a little bit off topic, kind of the same topic, but like we're gonna use Ricochet for example. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I know you guys probably seen my stories a while back, like in like mid-December. And I just pretty much was like saying like, yo, I definitely understand this dude's genius at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think like he was leaning more into like, you know, commenting on Twitter and everything like that, just to like, you know, just to get the fans going and everything like that. And, you know, playing off the like, you know, he can't cut a promo type deal. And all of a sudden, then like, you know what I mean? Like he just turns like, you know, he just turns heel. I believe it was like last week. Was it last week? Yeah, I believe it was like last week or whatever. No, was it that was this week, right? Like, well, this past week.
That was like a few days ago.
Yeah, like he's.
Yeah, that was a fight for the fallen, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and when he stabbed him with the
scissors.
Yo, poked him with the scissors, man. I'm like, all right, I'm feeling this because like at first,
Swerve's crazy.
I like it, man. I like what was going on. And I've read that like a book, man. I was like, man, I think from a psychological standpoint, you know, if there's one thing pro wrestlers are good at, it's reverse psychology, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care which one. Like, he's been in the game for over a decade, like well over a decade. You know what I mean? So I do feel like, you know, understanding like where you stand, they'll learn how to lean into it. You know what I mean? If you're getting a bad reaction, whatever the case may be, all right, they know how to turn this into money. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just looked at it from that standpoint. I'm like, man, like you got a whole lot of people just pretty much like just coming down on him, and he's responding. But I'm like, yo, he's responding to everything. But I'm like, yo, he has to be laughing behind the computer, you know what I mean, or the phone or whatever the case may be. So it's like to the point where he was like the hottest topic in pro wrestling. It still is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually, he is.
Yeah, he's under a magnifying glass for sure.
Mm-hmm. Like I don't think besides what happened at Wrestle Destiny. So like, but other than that, like yeah, man, like I said, when it comes to the Street Profits, bro, I think at this point, just kind of like be patient with that. At least to
they're
see
too talented not to. You can't pass them up. They've both improved.
facts. I love Montez's intensity, bro.
Hell yeah.
Dawkins has gotten way better too.
Yeah,
Dawkins
he's
is
slept
thick.
on, bro. He's so slept on.
Yes, he is.
And I feel like he's probably gonna. Not saying Montez don't. You know, it's like Montez is expected to be the star. You know what I mean? But I think what's gonna happen is it might end up being like one of those Miz and Morrison moments. You know, like everybody kind of expected Morrison to be the star out of the two, and it turned out to be the Miz, bro. So it was like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. I like Doc's energy too, bro. Like, so I think just be
even
patient.
The girl's fire, bro.
Yeah, for sure. B-Fab,
Fab.
the entrance was everything.
She could work. She's
actually improving a lot too. I saw that last match she had. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. I see a little bit of improvement here. She's actually looking like a wrestler now.
You know, it'd be cool if she steps up and starts picking up the slack for them. Starts getting like a run.
Man, it's always something. I just feel like as long as the seeds are planted, it's cool to see like what direction they possibly might go into. You know what I mean? Like, and it gives them a little flexibility to be like, okay, which direction we want to go in creatively. You know what I mean? With the whole thing with the Street Profits, you know, like, do we want to split them? Do we want to keep them together? I feel like they benefit both ways. You know what I mean? I mean, because what else you want to do with the Street Profit? I mean, like overall, like when it comes to accomplishments, you can't put them over any more than they are like already, like as a tag team.
I mean, back then they're already over with Cena. They're super over before,
bro. It's
so like they had ceiling a long time ago.
Man, I don't know. Like I said, I'm willing to be patient with it. You know what I mean? I just want to sit back as a fan and just enjoy what happens, bro, at this point and see what happens, like story wise.
Yeah, I'm enjoying all the tag teams. I think all tag teams are starting to get a little rub, a little shine, they're all getting their moment, their spotlight's coming right now. So
right.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling we might get a little old Hardys and Dudley boys with all these guys coming around. There's gonna be like a little new trend of great tag team wrestling because they got it. They have all the skills to do it. They just gotta unleash. You got to unleash it.
That's from back in the day. If you mentioned Hardys and Dudleys, it looks like we're going to be running back Usos and New Day pretty soon.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all.
I would never. They always work well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they teased it a little bit with that interruption from Jey Uso and New Day on Raw. You know.
Yeah.
Man.
There's a lot of bumping elbows in SmackDown right now, bro.
Yo. What do y'all feel like? How do y'all feel about the whole thing with Jey Uso right now? Like, do you think he's like in a weird conundrum, or do you think his whole situation concludes at like the Royal Rumble with him doing the whole bloodline thing, or do you think it goes beyond to like WrestleMania? Because I think at this point, yo, I think he should win the Rumble. That's just my opinion.
Keep his individual. He needs to keep his individual fire going because
it would throw a monkey wrench in everything.
Yes. He needs to try to go for the Intercontinental, like everything. He needs to be in every picture. Going against Nakamura, he needs to do everything.
Nah, I think it's time for him. I think it's time for him.
If he can win that Rumble, man, oh my God, that'd be so good for Jey because Jay's on fire. You can't deny him, bro.
He's so you
can't deny him.
Yeah. He's over his shit.
Over his shit. Look at Brock. Brock got the yeet on right now, man. Like they said, one in every 3 people got a yeet t-shirt on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when it bleeds into what we got going on right now, like he's over, bro. Like
I had to jump on the train, man.
I hear you, man. Like I mean, it's undeniable. Like, yo, remember how like when Cena like when Cena was having like the whole huge run back in the day, like in like '09 or whatever, and like Jeff Hardy like was like making like the noise he was getting and the pops he was getting every time he came. It was like almost to the point where it's like, all right, Vince is like, yo, we can't deny this anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this dude is insanely over right now. So I think it's to that point where it's just like, yo, me personally, like, I like them to just throw a monkey wrench, bro, in the pond. You know what I mean? Like, it just, everybody got this thing with the rock, huh?
And with Jeff, he ruined his chance.
Man,
with the drugs and everything, bro.
I mean,
Jay's like, Jay got his head on straight. Like, you're not gonna get that from him, from like what Jay had, like Jeff Hardy did.
Right, but
Jeff Hardy fucked himself up.
Man,
like the matches he had with Undertaker, those were fucking epic.
Like I said, man, you can't deny that though. Like when Jeff Hardy's probably dude's a legend, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And like I said, just one of the most over guys ever in pro wrestling, easily.
And the beauty of this whole shit is this bloodline is legit. They're all getting main eventers, bro. It started with The Rock and then Roman Reigns. And now you cannot deny.
Kind of reminds me of Evolution. Remember how like Evolution was?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all of them when they broke away just became like main eventers, bro. So it's like, I think it's at that point, man. Like they're saying like
you can't even
go.
You can't deny Jacob. You can't deny Jacob.
Jacob's gonna be it.
Yeah, Jacob. I'm not even worried about. I'm not even worried about Jacob. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think anybody should be worried about Jacob.
You know what I mean? He'd be like, hell, even Roman Reigns. LA got the illest LA accent ever. I'm like, yeah.
Just wait until we hear, I hate you, Solo.
I love what they're doing.
Hey, we don't know.
Man.
Hey, what if Roman Reigns wins and they got a big ass bloodline faction?
Man, so I want to discuss that. That was one of my topics, and since you already brought it up, we might as well just jump right into that.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I mean, we got Tribal Combat coming up on Monday.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the head of the table?
I don't even know. That's what I love about it. Because I can see Solo winning. I have a funny feeling that Solo's gonna get it. Because what it does, it just kind of like extends the story a little bit. It makes the story a little bit more interesting.
Who helps him? The Rock?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because rumors are having it that Paul's going to screw over Roman. But rumors he's not going to screw over Roman with Solo. There's going to be with someone else. And we already know Rock is coming back on Monday. He just announced it today. He's coming back as the High Chief. In his words.
Yeah, isn't he? He's over in LA right now. Like he's doing the Golden Globes or whatever. I think was it today?
Oh shit! He's claiming he's the High Chief now.
Yes, he's claiming.
Bro, like, shit!
I like I said, man. I personally look at it this way, man. What they've done with the blood. Yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna give Brock his props too, because remember we had that conversation. I was like, yo, I think it's gonna conclude as Survivor Series. I thought like everything was gonna conclude as Survivor Series. Like I thought it was a little, overdone, but I think the bloodline has gotten to the point where like they're kind of like their own entity in a way. Like that whole storyline, they're only competing with one another. They're not really like, it's nothing on the outside. It's almost like their own little world, bro. It's like a whole side story to WWE. You got
like it's NWO,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like you know how
NWO.
You know how like NWO became like its own entity in a way. Like where it got to the point, it was like WCW/NWO, Nitro, and everything like that. I think like I'm getting that same kind of feel, and it's because they're literally all kind of like just doing their own thing, and it's like yo, they're having storylines upon and this has been going on for 5 years now.
Yes.
So it's like this is like a whole like side story now on its own, where it's like nobody else in like the company or like any of the other people within that roster has nothing to do with this anymore. And I'm like, man, like I'm just like I said, I love where pro wrestling's at right now as a whole. Like it's a good time to be a pro wrestling fan. You know what I mean? Like or even get into it. I would start definitely with WWE. You know what I mean? Just just from a storyline aspect, I just love the fact they're just kind of doing a lot with kayfabe right now, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's not as predictable. I just have a funny feeling they're gonna throw a monkey wrench into like the road to WrestleMania. We don't.
You know who's a possibility? I was just thinking right now because Drew McIntyre is on a quest right now to destroy everybody from the OG bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
He's already taken out Jimmy. Pretty much targeting Jay right now. He's already taken out Sammy plenty of times. Sammy's never gotten a single fucking win over Drew McIntyre in his career,
No.
which is crazy. So the last guy to go after, big dog, head of the table, Roman Reigns. And I'm thinking if Roman does not win on Monday, it's a possibility. We're saying Paul can screw him. There's a possibility that Drew could screw him and they can go into a program with Drew. Because if he loses that Ula Fala, he loses that tribal combat, that head of the table. What do you do with Roman after that? You can't continue the storyline with Solo because Solo won. Solo got what he wanted. He's tribal chief now. He's head of
That's gonna be the new storyline.
Right.
Is him leading Roman, where Roman has to deal with it. He has to follow Solo.
It's gonna be a Roman following him. I don't know.
It has to be
a thing. It doesn't.
It will be. That's the storyline, bro.
Solo,
It has to.
I mean, I don't know.
He has to honor his shit. He has to honor his family. He lost.
I just think like Roman's at the point right now where he can't put everyone over, right? And then it's like to the point where nothing's going to happen to him. Like there's nothing like he's going to be buried or anything's going to happen to his star power. He's so damn massive right now that like he can lose 10 times in a row and nothing would happen to him. You know what I mean? Like it's just he's at that point right now. And I think
bro, if he wins, I mean, if Solo wins, that's babyface juice for Roman Reigns. Yeah. You know, it's people gonna cheer for him because he has to follow Solo and not really want to do it.
Bro, there's layers,
but have
man.
To do it.
So many layers, man. There's so many layers to it. That's why I said like they're at the point where they can do whatever they want with this. And the fact that we're like speculating at this point of what might happen, that's a good thing.
Yes.
That's what you know what I mean? Like that's a beautiful thing in pro wrestling right now. Instead of having everything be so like rinse and recycle, you know what I mean? Like rinse and repeat. Yeah. It's the same shit all the time or whatever the case may be. So it's like, yo, when you get to the point where we could just speculate and have fun with it and, you know what I mean? And just wonder what else is going to happen, bro. That's you being a fan. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like forget all the smart stuff, bro. Like at the end of the day, like we could speculate, we could have fun with it. And that's why I'm like, it's cool to go ahead, my man.
We get to mark out again.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like we're marks, bro. Like at the end of the day, we're marks at the end of the day. Like that's how I feel about it. Like, I mean, it's cool to like I said, you could critique it and do anything you want with it. But at the end of the day, it's cool to just be a fan. And it's cool to just, like I said, to just sit back and wait and see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's like almost like you don't know what's going to happen when the page turns. You know what I mean? In the story. So it's like, damn, I can go back and read all of this and be like, all right, long-term booking says this. You know what I mean? That's why, like, if you see, I think I posted in my story, I said bars and I had CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Did you look at the T-shirt?
Yes.
Did you pick up on that? Did anybody pick up on that?
Yeah.
With the fist with the arrow?
Fist full of arrows.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's what he kind of meant by that. You know what I mean? Like, and when you think about that, he was talking all the way back, I believe it was like 2013, 2014. So he was feuding with Brock around that time. So a lot of the stuff he said in that promo went over a lot of people's heads. And it just was like, man, like I said, it's just a cool time to be a pro wrestling fan, man. It really is. It really is. Like they're doing next level shit, bro, when it comes to like storytelling. And they're throwing little Easter eggs in there for you to kind of like go back and look and see how long term the storytelling is. Like it's crazy right now. It's crazy. I love it, man. I love it. I love what pro wrestling's at.
Hey, speaking of Punk, that pipe bomb promo. I think promo of the year, ending their run with USA. That shit was tough.
I think Seth
That
cooked
was
too.
so tough.
Seth cooked too.
Yes, they both.
They both cooked.
They both cooked.
They both cooked, man. Like they both cooked. Seth was dropping
every
truth
wrestler.
bombs. Like
Every wrestler got to take notes on how to run shit. Seth and Punk, fucking unscripted. Oh my god.
Seth was cooking. So I don't care. I'm in that minority that just looked at where everything. Seth was dropping truth bombs, yo. Like
Yes.
truth bombs. Like he called like Seth a martyr, and I was like, damn. I'm like, that's an insult, bro. But I mean, Seth's loyal to the soil, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
He was there. He was in the trenches with it until,
He was holding it down.
Yeah. That's like, okay. That's like, okay, me, you. That's like, okay, like me and E are like making this big ass dinner. We go shopping. We bring the groceries in. And then all of a sudden, like, we cook the whole dinner. And then Brock's like, yo, can I get a plate? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he don't help out with nothing. But it's just like, can I get a plate? That was basically what Punk did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, oh, all right, y'all feasting over here? Can I get a plate? Like, you know, so like he wasn't feeling none of that. So I'm like, he was dropping some major truth bombs, man. I mean, Punk was cooking too. But
I love when Punk said, like, I didn't turn my back on the fans. I turned my back on you.
Yeah.
He fucking directly told, I stopped calling your ass.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking like, oh shit.
It's like, but
that was crazy.
If you look at a lot of the is it me or is it like every time Punk is talking about stories that have to do with him cutting ties with a company, it almost comes off to me, and this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, it comes off to me like he's gaslighting.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that, he's always playing the victim for some reason. He's always the victim, like in every.
That's kind of been his MO from the beginning.
That's been his swag since like NXT, since ROH.
I'm like, bro, he's the biggest gaslighter I've ever, like, you know what I mean? And it's not even like when he's on Raw cutting a promo, whatever the case may be. Like, no, when he's doing shoot interviews, he's always the victim, bro. Like,
and you know, we learned that from Raven. What about me? What about Raven? That was his idol, right? That's his mentor.
That wasn't his mentor, but he learned a lot.
It's one of his mentors.
Yeah, he learned a lot from him, like in the Indies and over until his Ring of Honor and everything like that. I think in TNA as well, right? He was like,
and I think all indie guys got that gaslighting, blame the system type shit.
Yeah,
Kevin Steen is the same.
Well, that's the character. That's the character. Like
I think that's Punk. I think that's Punk's character too in this promo drive.
I don't know, bro. Like,
it's always
Punk's character is Punk, though. Is what Calvin is, and I kind of agree with that. Punk is just kind of a bit of a crybaby.
Bro, it's like if you listen to his interview with Cole Cabana, it's him being a victim. But then I'm like, okay, he even says and I'm gonna bring up what he said in Best in the World, like the video. Remember the old DVD Best in the World?
Yeah. I didn't see that.
Okay, so I used to have the DVD Best in the World, but I used to actually collect a bunch of pro wrestling DVDs back in the day. So on the DVD Best in the World, he clearly states, he said, I love to piss people off. So you like to poke bears. And then when you're forced to deal with a situation, like you play victim. You know what I mean?
Oh, he does not like it when you call him out on his shit.
Oh my gosh, bro! Like so I'm like looking at it.
It was a couple of times you could see during that Seth interview, that Seth face to face.
Yeah,
he was a little pissed off. He wasn't very happy with a couple of things that Seth said to him. You could see it. He was like, asshole.
Nah, it's crazy. Because he says in that DVD, he's like, you know how people like to like burn bridges and everything? He's like, nah, I'm not. He said, I'm not just burning bridges. He said, I like to stand on them. And what he said? He said some shit like, He's like, I don't just
He's
burn
down there to watch
bridges.
it burn.
Yeah, he's like, I don't just burn bridges. I stand on them while they blow up or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, this dude is next level petty. Like, you know what I mean? And he's just, like I said, he gets off on pissing people off. So if you're pissing off and it's like, that's his MO. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's not lying, bro. I mean, I'm pretty sure like somebody's lying about him. There's haters, of course. But everybody, like,
A lot of people have said he's just a dick.
yeah, like he's
Yeah,
just
he's a
a
dick.
dick, bro. Like the RVD story and everything like that. Like, I think was it an ECW?
But yeah, he called it a locker room meeting.
Yeah. He's all, don't worry, like,
hey man, just so you know, it's not about you, but I'm calling a meeting.
bro, the most passive shit ever. I'm like, yo.
You just got to this company, bro. You just got on TV.
Yeah.
Calling a meeting?
Hey, that's what made him the best. That made him the best heel ever, though. With Straight Edge Society.
No. This was like when he was in ECW.
Before that.
It was before that when he first came to ECW. Like when he got signed to WWE, he said like a whole thing about like he wanted to run like I think like have a locker room meeting or whatever. He started like right off top trying to do this locker room leader shit. You know what I mean? Like
That's what put him in the doghouse, right?
yeah, like
In the
that.
doghouse.
He's done that, but they say he's done that everywhere he's went. Like he just kept trying to do this whole locker room leader thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, you can't just keep rubbing people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
I think AEW was the last one locker room he rubbed.
But like, yeah, like they said like every time he went to a company, he would kind of like do this whole locker room leader shit like all the time, and it just was rubbing people the wrong way, bro. Like all the time, like, yo, he just kind of signed here type of deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, pump your brakes. That's why I think like it kind of rubbed RVD the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole
What was crazy about everything he's done, all the
I think he rubbed Triple H the wrong way a long time ago.
bullshit he's done, the fans still love him and they won't stop cheering him.
Oh yeah.
You could fucking tell. I mean, Seth is calling his ass out on every little fucking bullshit thing he's done, trying to burn down the establishment, trying to burn down WWE. You went to the competition, you failed there. Now you're back. You're just trying to collect a paycheck.
right.
It doesn't fucking faze anybody. They still love Punk.
You can't deny charisma, man. He's charismatic, bro. Like he knows how to garner an audience, man. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, you're gonna have your blind witnesses, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're gonna have your blind witnesses. I mean, I give credit where credit is due, bro. You know what I mean? I give credit where credit is due. The dude knows how to get people to talk about him. We're doing it right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, so it's like, I mean, like I said, like I have that awareness to understand that, and it's like one of those things where it's like whatever he's doing, like he could literally like just put that in a can and sell it. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, how many years was WWE in the USA?
and they were
Most of their time, they only had that short run with TNN.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like maybe, was it 3 or 4 years with TNN?
Yeah,
Like
that was because of the Brian Pillman situation.
Was that was it?
Yeah, from what I believe, I think there was like the whole when he pulled out the Glock on television and everything. Yeah, with the whole Stone Cold breaking into his house. Yeah, like WWE was going into a wild direction, so like they weren't ready for that yet. You know what I mean? Like,
and they had to go to the edgy TNN.
yeah.
Hey, Netflix ready for that?
You know, we as much as we say we would love all that shit to happen, they've already said they're not gonna. Unfortunately,
I know.
they're gonna be a PG product. They still want the families to come out, but they will. I guarantee we will get a little bit more edginess.
Yeah, dude,
sure,
look at the NXT characters. They have mafia men. They have thugs. There's gonna be some crazy shit coming out, bro. Look at Jada Parker.
I think that
Jada Parker is edgy as fuck.
She's viral right now, man. She's
so
viral.
bad.
That like I said, there's always that one person that's gonna have like there's a storm brewing, in the background. Like that chick's a star, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not even just the look. You know what I mean? She just got it, bro.
She-
The attitude.
She
everything.
demands it.
Oh
She
man,
demands
there's just some people that they just ooze that. You know what I mean? Just they have that cool factor about them. And then when she cut like the whole promo on like Lola Vice, I was like, that's her 316
Yeah.
moment, bro. She dropped a bomb like on
Yeah.
CCW. I'm like, I'm like, oh man. But man,
She's not gonna be denied, bro. And her attitude is edgy as fuck.
oh man, they a
The
lot of
chance
the
that they
main
do for-
roster. Whew, a lot of the main roster chicks, man. A lot of the main roster females. You know, you've been warned, bro. You know what I mean? You got comp coming from NXT, man. You got a lot of comp
a
coming.
lot.
A lot of comp coming from
So
NXT.
much.
I'm loving the women's like boom too right now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to get some NXT call ups with this whole what is this trade off with open window?
Yeah, there's gonna be like a trade, right? Like between
Mm-hmm.
all.
Didn't they moving
I haven't seen any NXT talent.
Aren't they moving McIntyre to SmackDown?
Yeah, they're moving McIntyre.
That's story mode, right? Isn't he like requesting? He's requesting to go SmackDown.
I guess they're doing a lot of moving around. They just move like both ring announcers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they moved Lillian over there
Mm-hmm.
to SmackDown now.
Dude, Samantha set the bar too high.
Yes.
She set the bar way too high. Love Lillian.
Yeah.
I love Lillian, bro. Samantha
Same.
set the bar way too high. She knows it too.
Too quick.
She knows it
Yeah,
too,
she was
bro.
so- Yeah.
That was the icing on the cake, bro.
She made WWE like get to that pedestal.
Definitely contributed.
on, bro.
Yeah, she definitely contributed to
Fuck.
that. Like anybody who's in denial of that is crazy. Like,
Yeah, bro. Chelsea Green wouldn't be Chelsea Green without her.
right.
It just sucks that just wasn't her passion. She wanted more, and they just
She coming.
I
out
think
of
they should have
AWY.
incorporated her in a storyline or two. You know what I mean? Gave her a little something. She was over, bro. She was over with the last time you remember a ring announcer being over like that.
I think she would have got Ricochet over if they gave her a story.
I bet they could have.
Possibly, yeah, possibly. But I think like the wiggle room that you have in WWE, like I said, they have so many stars. I understood why. I understand why he went to AEW. You know what I mean? And I understand why he did. Like it's one of those. He fits in over there. He definitely fits over there. So like, but man, like she set that damn bar so high, bro. Like, you know it's ridiculous when like the wrestlers are marking over you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, in the ring, like Cody and the Bianca, like, you know, they was loving their interests, bro. Chelsea Green, like Roman Reigns.
Her announcing Cody in WrestleMania was fucking epic, bro.
Bro, her announcing Roman Reigns
she was crying.
never gets old, bro. Like, her announcing the Bloodline never gets old. It never gets old. That's the toughest entrance ever, bro. Like her, the Judgment Day. She just made she just put extra stank on all their entrances, and the way like she would introduce Roman was so hard. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
all right, it was to the point. It was like, all right, this is the conqueror of this business, so I'm introducing him like he's the king here. Like, and I'm like, man, like I said, love Lillian, man, love what she did for the Attitude Era and everything, man, but. Sam, if it ain't the Fink, to me, bro, it's Sam, bro. Like,
yeah,
Sam's a close. Like, Sam's one of the goats, bro. I think Lillian's up there, but
no,
if I'm everybody. You think so? You think Sam's the best, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I love the Fink, bro. I grew up watching the Fink, so like the Fink was
cool, but like,
the Fink was cold.
But she was animated, bro. Like,
yeah.
Her animation was amazing. Like,
man, she set the bar too high, man. I would have gave her that little bit.
I miss her, bro. I fucking
miss
her.
Man.
She makes the PLEs PLE, bro. Her announcing was like, God damn.
Oh man, it's unfortunate.
Now they're missing it. That's why they gotta bring back that dude, the white boy with Michael Cole. They need to come back. That was the best combination. Samantha Irvin and then having the white boy with Michael Cole. The football
The
guy.
white
What's
boy.
his name? Shit.
Pat
Can't remember his
McAfee,
name.
man.
Yeah, McAfee. I like him.
His description
him
is
too.
everything right there. This is straight into it. But yeah,
Him
like,
and Michael Cole are the best.
nah, they definitely hit lightning in a bottle, man. They were at one point early 2024, late 2023. Everything was cooking for them all the way up until November, all the way down to their ring announcer, bro. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
God damn. Like, you know what I mean? She was making everything like just hit. And the crazy thing about it was she was a fan of it. Because you would see all the videos of her cheering and getting emotional. She was locked in.
She loved it. And that's why she wanted more from it, obviously.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think they should have. They should have gave her a little something. Just a little something to just like keep her, you know what I mean? To give her a little
Yeah,
something.
manager role.
Mm-hmm.
Have that love interest with Ricochet. Like, there's so much they could have fed off. And Drew McIntyre, was it McIntyre that was like teasing the whole Ricochet shit too? Did he have a point where he would make fun of Samantha and Ricochet? Was it Drew? Which wrestler was that? That was kind of like
I know what
clowning
you're
on
talking.
both.
I know what you're talking about too. Like,
What was it, Drew or someone else? Who was it? It was someone.
damn, I know what you're talking about too.
They could have jumped on that part. I remember that part when they were
Logan.
Like,
Was it Logan Paul?
Yeah,
Logan.
yeah, it was Logan Paul.
Logan.
Logan Paul was straight using Samantha Irvin.
I thought that's when they were going to start doing it, man. I thought they were going to start like going in that direction because they had her like run into like the ambulance and everything like that. So I'm like, oh, they're going to probably start incorporating her in storylines and everything. So I was like, okay, I wouldn't mind that. Like, you know what I mean? In the sense that, dude, she's over. She's oh, it's crazy because she was one of the most over personalities there. Like, hands down, the fans loved her.
Crazy, and now she just wants nothing to do with wrestling.
I think it's Cat.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Cat.
She'll probably end up in AEW.
Yeah.
Should be an AEW.
And if she ends up in AEW, bro, introducing Kenny Omega, the world's it's gonna break the internet. It's gonna break the internet, bro.
Be an announcer though, because that was the whole reason she left WWE.
But I heard they have JoJo Offerman right now, isn't it? Like,
I was just gonna talk about that.
They signed her.
They didn't sign her. I don't think they signed her yet. She was there for a one-off little dark show, a couple dark matches. I think that's all she.
That was a trial. You know she's gonna take that job.
It would be good for her. I wouldn't mind. JoJo was pretty good too. I like JoJo.
Till Bray Wyatt smashed.
So disrespectful. Come on. Respect the dead, man. Respect the dead. She's a widow. She got kids, man.
Oh man.
Hey, he left his other wife for JoJo.
Yo, you're a savage, bro.
He did. He left his other wife. He was still married.
No Bray Wyatt slander's gonna be tolerated right now. No Bray Wyatt slander.
You want to talk about somebody who did that? Go slam on Sammy Guevara, man.
Oh yeah, yo. Oh, man.
Why he did this?
Yeah.
You don't know what happened? Oh,
what happened with
AEW guy?
He left his chick for Tom Mello.
Sammy was with this.
Oh, he did too.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Sammy was this regular chick, is with his love of his life, Pam. He ended up proposing to her in an AEW ring on a pay-per-view. And then a couple months later, you start seeing him in like backstage segments, like BTE, interacting with Ty Mello, with Ty Conti. And I was like, these guys are really getting chummy. Like, they're getting really close. And then all of a sudden, breaks ties off with Pam and starts getting with fucking Ty.
Don't they have a kid now?
They got a kid now, too, and they're married.
Shit happens, man. Like, when you're on the road with somebody,
Damn, that's fucked up. You proposed to his chick on TV.
I know, but like,
that's tough.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, look at all. Like, if you look at everybody in pro wrestling, right? You got all these men, they're muscle bound dudes, and you got all these women who's fine as hell, just walking around, becoming friends with one another.
Bro, I just saw.
Yo, you just a few things going on.
Couples are in WWE right now, just NXT.
Right.
I was like,
They're all.
Oh yeah, that NXT is just there's too many young people down there.
It's a dating show.
There's too many young
Nobody
people
will
down there,
look
bro.
this, dude.
Yo, there's a whole lot going on down there. Like,
The fucking rabbits.
that's all it is. Like, what is it, like 13 or 14 couples down there? Like,
Yeah.
it's insane, bro. Like what's happening down there. Like then you see a lot of people even on the main roster. I think like Bianca and Montez met down there. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
that ain't nothing but that's like a nightclub. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. Like it's just like a nightclub. I'm like, man, we
They're
got
just
people
dating.
ridiculous.
That's gonna be a show one day. That's gonna be a show.
Oh, they would definitely
NXT,
make.
like,
Yo, they would make so
So
much
much
money off a reality show from NXT at this point. But man,
yeah, because I mean, I follow Montez and Bianca because they're funny as fuck.
but didn't they
I
have
like
like a no dating clause or something at one point in WWE? Like you weren't allowed to date your fellow. Which
That
you
was an
should.
attitude.
No. Like they recently do it again, like, and then like I think it probably got like lifted. Once I think they found out about Seth and Becky or something like that because they would hid that. Vince was in charge at the time.
I think yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm. So like,
Yeah, they lifted that. Fucking Triple H married the goddamn fucking owner of that
dude's the
business.
that dude is the.
All of them are.
Let me tell you something. By any means necessary, yo.
R.I.P. Tess.
By any means necessary, man. Triple H is the ultimate conqueror, bro. Like he's a modern day
Yes.
conqueror. Like he had one plan. He executed that plan. Yo, there's not a single McMahon in that entire company anymore. He sits in Vince's chair. Like he had a motive. Like matter of fact, no, let me correct that. Let me correct this. Let me correct that. I don't mean to
The
like
click sits on the.
I don't mean to like accuse him whatever the motive. But bro, like he went in there as the blue blood.
It's like he took that demotion from King of the Ring personal.
When
I was like, okay.
Yep.
they took Sable away, did they take Sable away from him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they took Sable away from him.
Gosh, man. They gave him China at the time.
They really tried to bury
The-
him.
Yeah, they gave him China. Like, and
But
it was
the-
like a
the Click
muscle
run shit
bound
now. The
bodyguard. Yeah. Yeah, the Click was running everything, bro. They were running everything. Like Sean and Trips.
And they were
like,
the degenerates back.
I just
What a trip! They were the fools that were looked bad upon, and now they run in the whole industry.
nah. Blake is just he's cold, bro. He's cold. I was watching that clip earlier when he was talking to Seth. You remember how he was talking about like what did he say? He said if you're a millionaire, you're something. He said if you're a billionaire, you're the Antichrist. Yeah. That was the hardest promo I ever seen him cut because he was telling the truth. He's like, man, he's like, you ain't making enemies, you ain't making money. And he lived his life that way. Like, he just stepped on everybody. He had a reign of terror. By any means, when have you ever seen him get relegated back to, like normally like main eventers sometimes have to get relegated back to the mid card just so they could put like attention on that mid card or whatever the case may be. He's never been relegated back to the mid card.
No.
Yo.
Even when he was IC champ. Even when he had that run with Austin as IC champ.
Yeah.
Kind of like second fiddle to Austin, but not really.
No.
He was on the same level.
It just was like he's never ever been like relegated to that. Like I just felt as though like that's one dude that, like I said, by any means that he's willing to do what you're not willing to do for success.
And he is the game.
I'm like, yo, that's what you took the words.
It's how you fucking play it.
Yo, absolutely. By any means necessary, man. What's the name of that game? Like, it's a board game.
Risk.
Oh, Riz.
Yeah. He played it perfectly. He played it
Fuck yeah.
perfectly. Yo, he made sure he went from a pro wrestler that was like, you probably would have thought would have been released within the first 3 months when he played the Blue Blood, man.
He was William Regal.
Oh my gosh. And then turned himself literally into a star. He did, I mean, just the ultimate savage, bro.
And now he's Dana White.
Just the ultimate savage,
He's the
bro.
Dana White of WWE.
Yeah.
He's the Dana White.
I'm like, I knew for a fact, I'm like, dude, all the shit he's done, I'm like, I know like there was some kind of karma coming to him. And when he had the heart situation happen, I'm like, okay, he paid his due. You know what I mean? Like he kind of like paid his due and everything like that. But I'm like, yo, he's the ultimate. Yo, if you want to have a blueprint on just like not taking no for an answer, yo, follow Triple H's blueprint. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He was cut. Yo, he said he's honest. I'll step on anybody's toes. I'll cut your feet underneath you just to get ahead. And he's like the ultimate competitor, bro. Now he went from being a wrestler to sitting in the man's chair that used to yell in Michael Cole's ear.
He's the Game of Thrones.
That's it. He sits on the throne. He runs it. Like, and all the McMahons are gone. They're all gone, even his wife.
Yep.
His son.
That's the coldest shit ever. Like,
he got The Rock. The Rock has a high position.
Yeah, but it's like what Triple H was able to do, just coming from the bottom all the way to the top. You know what I mean? Rock went did his thing, went to go get like he achieved superstardom like in Hollywood and all that other stuff. Nah, Triple H came from the bottom
and stayed in WWE.
Stayed there, and he refused. He refused to like put anybody over at one point. He was like, nah, I'm securing my future. I don't give a fuck about none of them. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, shout out to Trips, man. That's a cold dude, man.
So, you guys know what time it is?
What's up?
What time is it?
It's Tiffy time.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
We have a new women's champion over on SmackDown.
They pulled the trigger on that.
Finally.
True.
And I couldn't be more happy.
She's face now then, right?
I don't think she is. Not based on how she fucked her. She kind of threw Bianca out of the ring, and then she's kind of in the back. She's still kind of cocky, like when they're putting their side plates on. She's like, hurry up, come on, let's go, come on, get them on. So I think she might be a little bit of a tweener. The fans are gonna cheer.
Nia Jax going face?
No.
I think she feuds with Charlotte.
Ooh,
Blondie versus Blondie?
I think she feuds with Charlotte, yeah.
I heard Charlotte's coming with a faction.
With a faction?
Possibly.
That's what, I'm hearing rumors
Possibly. I heard she's coming back with a darker persona. I know that.
Yeah.
I heard about that. Like, and if that's true, I would love to see it.
She needs to bring her husband and get him some good looks. He ain't getting shit.
No, Andrade's doing his thing. I like Andrade.
I mean, he has solid matches. Solid-ass matches. But that's about it.
Well, he's feuding with... Is he feuding with, like, Nakamura right now?
He's not. I mean, kind of is, kind of isn't. I was gonna push onto that topic next as well.
That LA Knight's in that too.
Going to LA Knight now, based on SmackDown.
It's a bunch of them.
I'm over LA Knight at this point, bro.
But he still gets crazy pops. You can't deny it.
No, it's true. It's true.
Might be over him, but the rest of the audience is not.
I mean, he gets his.
And he never won the NXT title, huh?
No.
He won the $1 Million Championship. That's it.
He needs to go back to NXT and win that title right quick.
No, he's above NXT, bro.
You think so?
To the point. He's definitely to the point where he's like he
got no time.
Right, I mean, regardless of how
time for no world titles.
I mean,
he ain't got no time for world
you
titles.
don't think so?
No, he's like a mid-card title guy.
I don't think so. I think LA Knight can be. I'm just over it. Like I think I'm not completely over it, but like I don't know, man. Like he won the U.S. title. I think what I'm trying to say is like I think it's time for him to move up. You know what I
He
mean?
needs
Like,
to be a heel.
no. I think it's time for him to move up. Like, I think he's already he's gotten to the point when he won like a U.S. title. I think another U.S. title run doesn't do him any justice.
Has he got the Intercontinental? No.
No, he's only
No.
had U.S. so far.
I just think
He
like
needs to
any
go for that
mid,
title.
I just think he needs to go for the world title at this point. I think more or less that's what I should have added context to what I was saying.
But he'll lose. The people that
I mean, like,
unstoppable.
It doesn't necessarily mean he has to win the title, but just to get into that scene.
he
just
has
get
to
to
at this
that
point.
level.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
He's over the mid card titles.
That's basically what I'm saying. Like, I think more or less like I'm kind of like just over the whole U.S. title thing. I think they gave him like a
I
title.
think this is just more of a thing for Nakamura.
You know, it'd be cool if they let him go to TNA and let him win the title there.
Then he kind of already won it over there. But like,
Yes.
He's been there, done that.
yeah, Eli Drake.
Or do what they
like,
did with Omos. Bring him to Japan.
Nah, I think it's time to just like
I don't
have him
think
feud
LA
in
Knight would get over
WWE.
in Japan. I don't know. I don't think LA Knight's a Japan.
Do you like what they did with Omos?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like an AJ style rendition, huh?
World champion.
It's almost like the AJ style rendition when they were tag team.
Keep your giant relevant. You know what I mean? Keep him working. I think that's what they're doing at this point.
Shit with him for the longest.
I think they're letting him train with the Japanese wrestlers to get better, huh?
Well, don't they have like a partnership with Pro Wrestling Noah at this point? They have
they do.
So like I think that's what they're doing.
It's probably a trade because they've got that guy from Noah. I don't know his name, but I know he's down in NXT right now.
NXT,
the one with Briggs, right?
The
one with Briggs. Yeah.
That's a cool tag team.
Mm-hmm. I like Briggs. A lot of potential with Briggs.
He's good.
I think there's a lot of potential there.
Hell
you know what I mean? But like I said, WWE has so many stars, bro. They have so many stars. Like I think he's
even
best
the one
left
his
in
partner
NXT.
is good.
Mm-hmm.
Even his partner was good too.
Mm-hmm.
The son of Buchanan. Buchanan's son, right?
Yeah.
He has a look.
Like I said, like I think like
working with.
It's best you leave some of them in NXT at this point. You know, like there's a lot of people I think you should just leave in NXT because like it's going to be so hard to make them stars, like on the main roster, especially like people like let's say like even with Carmelo. Like I think they're trying their best with Carmelo.
I think Carmelo's just doing his dues, bro. He's gonna get his run.
Mm-hmm. Like I think
he's
at this
just getting
point,
his runs.
It's not his time yet.
He'll
get there.
He'll get there. He's too good, bro. You can't deny Carmelo.
No, good worker, man.
He's fucking good.
Amazing worker, bro.
He's already over the top charismatic, so like that's not even a problem.
Boston,
just give him that storyline.
Hey, Beantown, stand up.
He's kind of teasing something with Usos as well, you know.
So I'm digging it right
He's
now.
moving up on foods. I like Melo. I like the patience. That's another one you gotta be patient for.
Right. That's why I said like it's kind of hard to like see where you fit in up there. You know what I mean? Not saying like they're not doing anything with Melo. They're definitely doing something with Melo, but it's just like one of those things where you kind of look at it like they're so stacked on the main roster.
Like him and Andrade had a classic.
Huh?
That was a classic feud. Andrade.
And man.
I'm disappointed in the ending of that because it never really had a decisive ending in their best of 7.
They just kind of threw LA Knight inside of it.
Who ruined? Yeah, LA Knight ruined it.
Yeah.
They just did not need LA Knight in that feud. I was like,
it didn't.
No.
It was just I felt like at that point it's like, all right, we got enough ingredients, man. When something's good, you don't just keep adding to it. If it's not broken, why are you trying to fix it or even add to it?
Yeah, they dropped the ball on both of those guys right there, adding LA Knight.
I mean, I don't think they dropped the ball on them. I think it's like they may have hit the reset button with Andrade, maybe. Because Andrade's such an amazing worker, bro. He's such an amazing worker.
So
like
good.
him,
He's good.
There's a lot of guys like that, and that's why I always love the mid card because you always see the guys. That's the workhorse division. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're gonna see like the Carmelo Hayes, you're gonna see the LA Knights, you're gonna see like the Shinsuke Nakamura's, and it's just like, especially with guys like Andrade and Carmelo, like. Andrade is to the point where he can just have a wrestling match with anybody, bro.
Yeah.
With anybody.
Really
Do you remember like that series he had before he got released? He had when he got called up, he had like these series of matches with Rey Mysterio that kind of went viral. And I'm like, yo, he's so good that like I think he's kind of like how Dijak was to me.
Oh man, I love Dijak.
I love Dijak, bro. Like
he messed him up.
And I'm like, Dijak can literally have a wrestling match with anybody. Anybody.
Yeah.
And make them look amazing. At the same time, making them so. That's why I was like, to me, top 5. Dijak. Like, easily. I would love to see him possibly going over to Japan. You know what I mean? And do some stuff. I just don't want to see him get wasted, bro. Like, he's so good. He'd be amazing in Japan. He'd be awesome in Japan.
I think Dijak got thrown in the Vince McMahon fold. That's what fucked him up. The Vince McMahon fold.
I don't think the Vince McMahon fucked him up. I think he's got a bit of an ego. He thinks he's a little bit bigger than he really is. He's a great worker, but I think he's got a bit of an ego from what I've heard. He thinks a little bit too highly of himself. It kind of gets
You need
him in a
that
little bit
though.
of trouble. You need that to a degree. You don't want to be stepping on toes and pissing people off with that. I think really high of myself. I know I'm really I know I'm the shit, but you don't want to project that onto your fucking peers. And it's going to cost you if you're not at the level of a Punk or a Rollins or, you know.
Dude, I was just about to say, like, CM Punk fucking does that shit. Like, I just about to end that. Triple H did it his whole career. Like,
Punk is up here and Dijak is kind of down here.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a difference, you know.
But I understand what you're saying.
I think Dijak needs to just stay firm to himself. He'll catch a groove.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, he's so
he's not
good.
in AEW.
He's so good. I think he'd be all right in AEW. I want him to go to Japan, bro. I think he'd be better in Japan. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Me personally,
yeah.
Like I think he'll be
style. Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, him being over Noah or you know, New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know what I mean? Like him feuding with Gabe Kidd. Did y'all see that the whole thing with Kenny Omega and
I didn't see it. I heard about it, and
I saw the highlights.
I read the aftermath that interview he did. He was
Gabe Kidd's good.
Huh? He wasn't very happy about everything that happened. Him getting booed. I was surprised he got booed.
Well, if you see how he left, bro, he kind of him and the higher ups went on. I don't think they were on the best of terms before he left. Like him and Omega and
Yeah, he left them hanging.
He chose Japan over AEW.
Yeah, but like when he got booed and everything, I understand it because like he wasn't on the greatest terms with them when he left. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, even when Kenny left, bro, he left like a huge pothole. Like you know what I mean in that company because he was him and Okada was like, I mean, they were just like the bout of the like decade. So like, but I mean, you had Okada over there, but I'm like, Okada without Kenny was kind of like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, they tried with everybody too with Okada. They
lost their two biggest stars.
Easily.
Don't forget, I mean, Bucks and them were pretty fucking fire in Japan too. So
yeah, but Kenny was like, Kenny literally brought noise to the East, bro. He brought so much noise to the East. Like, he brought so much noise to the alternative. And I'm like, okay, you kind of like, when he cut that little promo, he was like, Kenny Omega is pro wrestling. I'm like, in 2017 and 2018, you got a case, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you definitely got a case. Because, like I said, he became a mega star, like, on the outside of the WWE. Kenny was a mega star. So like it still is. I think he still has like that cachet, bro. Like, so it's gonna be interesting to see how like, I mean, he's definitely gonna make a lot of buzz when he comes back to AEW.
I still hope he goes WWE one day and see how he's like.
But if he does, he would have to do it now. Down. He's like 40. He would have to do it now.
Like him against Seth? Oh man.
Yeah, that would kill. That would kill. I don't think they would put CM Punk anywhere near him, though.
No.
Would love to see Omega
I
versus
would
Sami Zayn though, easily.
I would just see even Reigns against Omega. Fuck, yeah, give me
Mhm.
that.
But like, if I just want to see him work like against workers, I would love to see him go up against Sammy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
With
even Andrade,
Andrade, like just seeing him go up against some
Nakamura.
amazing workers, like even like see what he can do with Carmelo. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
you know, he would cook
him
with
and
a
Melo
lot
would
of
be
guys in
tough.
there, like especially a lot of the mid card guys, because Kenny's a worker.
You know what I really like in NXT is the Axion and the other guy, his
Yes,
teammate. They're good.
Axion's
They're
ridiculous.
They're good. Bro.
Yo, Axion is
They're
ridiculous.
both good.
A-Kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
A-Kid,
A-Kid
yeah.
is gonna fuck him. Give him on the mainstream, bro. He might blow the fuck up in the mainstream.
He's ridiculous.
He's ridiculous.
He's ridiculous. Like, I like Nathan Frazier. I think Nathan Frazier's good too. He's ridiculous too. But yo, Axiom?
Yeah.
Axiom's next level to me. Like, I like Axiom. I like Axiom. A lot of potential there, man. A lot of potential there.
Well, I want to round out the podcast here for tonight with our last topic, and it's a big one, man. I think I saved the best for last here. We're on John Cena's final year, guys. It's the last we're gonna see John Cena in the WWE ring, man.
I mean, it's to start, right? It's a Kickstarter on Raw.
Tomorrow night, man. And we've got a full year of Cena. He is on schedule for the entire year, man.
Enjoy it and love it. This is the last run. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm a big Cena fan.
What
I love him. I fucking
this last run, man. You guys hoping for Are you guys hoping for Cena to be putting over some young talent, or are we hoping for Cena to get that record?
both. I want him to like
You
hit
want
his
him to get that
accolades
record?
and put people over.
I think
Hit
with
his accolades,
him,
man.
I gotta put.
beat the record.
Huh?
You guys want to see him beat the record? Does he need to beat the record?
He doesn't need to, but I think at this point, like, they're probably gonna allow it to happen. They're probably gonna allow that to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't mind it at this point. So people got to understand, bro. Like, Cena, like I said before, when we had a conversation about Cena a while back, I think this was like right around the first time, like when I met you guys. Not the most like coordinated guy. Easily one of the greatest workers ever. One of the best storytellers ever. Like, ever. There's a reason why, like, he's been in like such big matches, man. And like when you go back and look at those you go back and look at those matches, like the crowd reactions that he like in the middle of matches, like near falls, high spots, anything. Bro, he knows how to invoke emotion. I think probably better than anybody. Or maybe Hogan is probably there, but hello? Can y'all hear me?
He's modern day Hope. Yeah, I can hear you.
I froze.
Yeah.
I can still hear you.
But
I can still hear you.
All right, yeah, but like I said, like probably like besides like Hogan or whatever, I think like Cena's you got to put Roman up there. But damn, yo, like Cena's like one of the best to ever do. You know what I mean? Like I respect that. Like, because I went back and watched his match with Edge, that TLC match.
Yes.
And it's like one of the best matches I've ever seen. Like I went back and watched the match with him and Shawn Michaels on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Great match. Fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
Would you guys mind seeing the John Cena heel run? Would you mind
No.
seeing, not necessarily based Doctor of Thugonomics, but I mean, what if it's just hypothetical? They're looking at Cena versus Cody for Mania, maybe, depending on if Rock is going to be in the mix or not. But what we keep talking about Cody turning heel, and everybody sees it. Cody is a natural heel. We've all talked about it before.
Yeah.
A lot of other people have talked about it in the industry
Cena?
before. Cody, what if
Cena
turned heel on Cody instead of Cody being the one to turn heel?
Cena's the Homelander?
I mean, what if?
That would be like
It would be would be a twist. I mean, he doesn't.
It'd be crazy.
For the entire thing, he doesn't have to be a heel for the entire run. Maybe even a tweener style, But I would like to see a little bit of edge from Cena.
A good way to get Cody's edge back by Cena turning on him and then waking Cody up to become the
Not even
Homelander.
necessarily. I like the way you're putting it, but not even necessarily maybe a Cena turn on him, but just to the point because we all know Cena can get under your skin. We all know Cena can expose your flaws. He can go. He can find something with Cody. Somehow, some way, to the point where Cody just gets so frustrated and he's just like, I can't keep up with this guy. Something's got to happen, and it's just something snaps. And Cody maybe goes that heel route onto Cena.
That would be epic, really. That'd be crazy.
With Cody? With Cena? Not the newest one, no. Oh, I saw that clip. He said he was going to turn heel, and they had a whole plan for him to turn heel, and he had all brand new gear.
Damn. That would be sick if they do it now.
Damn.
Corporate Cena. That'd be a good way to end with a bang, bro, if he did that. Shit.
Yeah.
That would be epic if he just turned. Shit. I see it.
Damn.
I mean, he's pushing his acting buttons. I mean, this would be a good time on the way out.
Yeah.
We might have to just wait and see. And that's another way to get Cody Rhodes over and over again. Like, how much more over can you get Cody if you get a heel Cena? Shit. Mm-hmm. Like,
Yeah.
just to be obsessed over getting over Ric Flair, he had to cheat to get it. That'd be tough.
Oh. Maybe they have, they have a
my
couple matches, and Cody's getting the better of him, and it's just kind of like, Cena, your time is up, man. This is not your time. I'm in charge now. I'm the top guy. That's it, brother. You can't get it done anymore. So just go off into the sunset. Enjoy your last year.
Cena with a faction, that'd be tough. To get a lot of people over, like a new group of people.
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Can just completely change their character. No, it was completely different. Yeah, it's completely different than Hollywood Rock.
Yup. Final fucking boss. He played Vince. Yeah. I'm your boss now. Shit. Fucking beating fucking their champion in the backstage with a belt. He was like fucking scorning him like a child. That shit was tough. He was daddy mode, dude. Big boss Rock is tough. And it was on the end of his career, so shit. If Cena does the same, I would, and I wouldn't doubt it, and I would love it. I'll mark the fuck out if they do. Yep. Hey, veteran movements, bro. Just same thing with like Punk and Seth closing out USA with amazing promo. I think we're gonna get schooled by Cena in this run right now.
Something's got to happen, man. It's Cena's last run. I'm hoping for something big from him. Hoping for something, even if it's not so much something different from Cena. I'm hoping we get some really great moments out of this last run, man.
This is for most definitely.
Cena in Elimination Chamber. You know?
He needs to win though for sure. He needs to win the title once, and he got to beat Cody because no one's beating Gunther.
I mean, if Rock has his way, it's not going to be Cena and Cody. It's going to be Rock and Cody.
What if it's Rock against Cena? Oh shit!
I wouldn't want to see that again. That's been done. It's over. I wouldn't want to see Rock and Cena during his last run.
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's like we're having some technical difficulties with Cal.
We can hear you though, Cal. So your words still go through. I think you're frozen though. You got like a.
I think he's DC'd.
Is he?
I think we lost Cal. So I guess that's gonna be our.
Are you there, Cal?
Man.
Yeah, I think we lost Cal. I think this is a good. This is the The end of the road for this podcast is the first of the year.
First of the year, great topics, man. Want to see what's going to be happening. We got Raw on Netflix tomorrow night. I'm so glad we got an episode in before that. It's going to be huge.
We might go live.
So
Hopefully we go live for.
Might go live afterwards. And let's discuss it. Let's go live afterwards and talk about the huge going-ons, man. They have maybe Brock Lesnar comes back. Screws over
tomorrow already. Tomorrow, guys.
We've been talking about this for a while now. It's finally coming.
Yeet.
Thank you, Cal. Appreciate it for coming on. Thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate it.
Okay. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, thank you. We love your input, output, everything about it, bro. You fucking make it. So this year we're gonna put you on more, live and podcast wise. You riding with us?
Yeah, man. This is dope.
All right, guys, that's gonna be it. Enjoy 2025, like we've been saying. Big things are coming for the WWE, and I think big things in general are coming for pro wrestling.
Yes, sir.
Please make sure to check out the Instagram, Wrestling Junkeez Instagram. Make sure to like, subscribe, give us a comment, man. Enjoy the pod, enjoy the run.
Follow the Junkeez.
Yeet.
Okay.